Alright guys, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the vlog. So today we've got the Camaro and I have a surprise for you guys. As you guys know, I've been talking about doing bucket seats in the muscle truck for a very long time. And I've hinted away that we were going to do Camaro seats. Well, you're not going to do Camaro seats without getting good donors, right? So anyway, I ended up finding this through a good buddy of mine actually. Dylan Higgins, if you're watching, thank you so much. This dude sent me a link to some freaking awesome seats. And I want to give a shout out to this company real quick. 1Le Parts. Super awesome. These guys were like amazing to deal with. Like the dude was very straight and honest with me. And the transaction was super easy. So I gotta show you guys these seats. They're so cool. Oh my gosh. All right, so here's what we got from 1Le. This is from a 2015 1Le Recaro seats, and they are almost like new. And I say almost because, like, you know, it was used and it wasn't a wreck. But here's the only damage to the seat was this minor tear. I'm not really going to lose any sleep over that. I am going to have this kind of repaired and stitched back up. I'm assuming that the impact that the driver took probably, you know, ripped this. It's not bad. You know, y'all can see that just a little bit. And then the only other thing I saw was like some light scratches here and a pinhole here from, I'm assuming, glass. I saw the car online. If you guys go check out 1Le Parts on their Instagram page, you'll see a yellow 1Le. That's what they're out of. So, of course, you guys probably guessed it. We're going to stuff those seats into my 1Le, and then we're going to take the cloth seats out of my car, and we're going to put those in the muscle truck. So, I went ahead and got my seats pushed forward. And today I'm going to walk you guys through how to install a set of Recaro seats in your Camaro. So keep in mind, this will work in an SS, V6, whatever. It's literally the same floor pan. So it's going to have the same style hookups for either seat. No matter what you're doing. Z28, same thing. So these seats are really easy to take out from what I'm seeing. You've got 2 bolts in the back and some tabs in the front that are kind of like little hooks, and they just lock in. And then you've got this big honking connector down here. So I'm going to get some lights and show you guys how to take these out. Alright guys, so we got the first bolt out. It is a T50, and there is like a little bit of kind of like a thread locker. It's not really like thread locker, but it's like Loctite, like the blue stuff you would normally see, but this is some different version of it, probably from a industrial factory. But anyway, yeah, you want to be really careful getting these out. They are pretty tight, so I did use like 1/2-inch drive and then adapt it down. I just happen to have a 3/8 T50, but yeah, be really careful. You want to keep your left hand, keep a lot of pressure on it as you're turning, because it's so easy to round a Torx, guys. Like, just don't be afraid of it, but at the same time, be super cautious taking these out. So we're going to go ahead and pull this other one, and then unhook the battery, start sliding this seat out. All right, guys, got the seat out. That was pretty straightforward, really. Honestly, I've got to say that's probably the easiest seat I've ever taken out. I've got to brag on Jim about this car. Like, everything I've done to it has just been so easy, at least so far. So, to get your seat out, it's really not that bad. I want to show you guys this real quick. You've got these pull tabs right here. Just get you a flat head in there and pull out that direction. This thing comes right out, just straight up, just unplugs. You've got 2 bolts here on each side, and then it locks in with some hooks. There's like a little dowel right here that kind of lines your seat. And yeah, once you get these 2 bolts out, unhook this harness, push forward on it, get it to tilt up, and then pull back. It literally comes right out. I did put a rag down on this steel. As you can see, it's like perfect. Didn't hurt it or anything. So I gotta vacuum this thing because it looks horrible. But there you go. There's how to take the seats out of a 5th gen Camaro. Alright guys, so just a quick comparison. This is the seats that's going to go in the muscle truck. So it's a factory seats out of this car. And they turned out, it's a pretty easy swap. So here's the seats going in. Got the driver's side in now, just getting ready to throw the passenger in. The only little culprit I will say that may give you a little bit of trouble is this harness. Just make sure that you've got this pulled loose like that, and then click it back into position, and they'll lock. However, when the seats come out of the car from the junkyard there, it was just like ran all the way back, so it makes it impossible. So you may have to connect it first and then run your seat where you need it to put this lock in. But just be gentle with it. Take your time. It's really not too bad. These are going to look great in the muscle truck. All right, so these seats are in. GM did an incredible job with how they laid this stuff out. This was like probably the easiest like seat swap I've honestly ever done. So I want to show you guys real quick how these connectors work on the back of your seats. So if you're doing this swap and you're wondering how to get these out, the way these connectors work is you don't want to pull them all the way out, but you don't want to, you know, when you go to get your seats into the car, obviously they're going to be locked like this. So take a pry bar and pull at the top section here. Pull them out like that. Then don't go any further. It's designed to actually click into place and it'll pull itself up by pushing that in. If you take this all the way out, you'll never get it back in and you'll never be able to make it hook up. So GM was kind of ingenious with how they designed this. It literally just plops into place and then lock that tab. If you follow that, it'll save you a lot of time and it makes things a whole lot easier. So literally, it's that easy. Just make sure that you use the tab correctly and it'll hook right up. All right, guys, got all the seats hooked up. Everything's bolted down. It's all tight. Let's sit in these things. Oh, man. Ooh. This is like very race inspired. I love the way it feels. It hugs you. It's actually very comfortable. It doesn't, you know, it's not super stiff. And honestly, there's not a huge difference between like the comfort level of this versus like the stock seats. They feel a lot alike actually. But man, that feels incredible. Totally worth the upgrade. I know the lighting's a little poor in here, but man, they look so good. It really complements this car nice. So if you guys have an SS, RS, ZL1, I don't care what you got, they'll actually all fit in here. You know, the base, the tubs of these cars are all the same, so keep that in mind. And if you guys want to do this swap, I'm gonna have to say, go for it. If you can find a set of these seats. I luckily found these from Lee C Parts. So I want to give a shout out to those guys. They did an awesome job pulling the seats. There's really no significant damage to them. So shout out to you guys. And if you're watching this and you're wondering where to get them, go check them out. And also go check out the parts forum. That's another good place to get seats and stuff like this. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little upload and stick around for when we put the stock seats from this car in the Silverado. Yeah, you guys are just going to have to subscribe and tune in for the next video. I'm going to catch you guys in the next one. Take it easy and have a good one.